Hey guys, Rami here with your second stimulus check update and second stimulus package update for Wednesday, September 30th. We finally heard from Steve Mnuchin today about the status of negotiations. He definitely sounds hopeful and thinks talks were going well. Looks like the negotiations with Nancy Pelosi are going better now and less contentious than before. And for sure, far less contentious than the debate last night. I mean, wow, what was that? I couldn't understand half the debate from all the yelling and the interruptions. I think if there's one thing that supporters on both sides can agree with is that last night was embarrassing. At least that's what I thought. Let me know what you guys thought of the debate in the comments below. But now let's get into the progress of stimulus negotiations. If you guys appreciate these updates, all I ask in return is please hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you haven't already so I can update you on everything regarding the second stimulus check and stimulus package, plus more money and finance news. So Steve Mnuchin was interviewed this morning on CNBC and was asked, there are millions of people who are still out of work. Businesses, small and large, are in crisis. Are we going to see another financial package to aid them before Election Day? To which he responds saying, the president and I are working on a bipartisan proposal. I spoke with Speaker Pelosi several times over the weekend, and I will meet with her later this afternoon and we'll have a response. I think we'll have a very reasonable response. Something that is very similar to the Problem Solvers Caucus bill. Then he talks about his business relationship with Nancy Pelosi and says that they have a lot of things they agree on and some things they disagree on, and they're working to manage a package that has what everyone wants. So far, these are all positive vibes from Mnuchin on the status of negotiations here. Then he was asked if this is really likely or just talk, because many on Wall Street already wrote off the idea that we'll actually see a package soon. So are we going to see something before the elections? Then Steve Mnuchin said, I say we're going to give it one more serious try to get this done, and I think we're hopeful that we can get something done. I think there is a reasonable compromise here. Then he was asked something that we all question. How are you going to get the Republicans to support such a large bill when many didn't even want the skinny bill that was proposed last month? So he said him and Mark Meadows, the White House Chief of Staff, talked to Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy, the Republican leaders in both the Senate and the House, and they let them know what their thoughts are about the stimulus package and the counter offer. Then he said, let's see if we can get a compromise agreement with the speaker, something that works, and then we'll continue to work with both sides on all the exact language and policies. At the end of the interview, he was asked, what are the things that could be agreed on from both sides? So he said basically both Republicans and Democrats actually agree on many things. It's just a matter of the size and scope. But things like the PPP money has enormous support from both sides, he said. The money for schools, of course, has enormous support from both sides. Additional economic payments, which is stimulus checks. So all we want now is a reasonable agreement between the House and the White House. I'm sure they'll have to negotiate something like the $600 per week in unemployment, especially that it is at a flat rate not tied to your lost wages. Republicans have been against this since forever. They don't want people making more money on unemployment than they were before they lost their jobs. This will be a part of the counteroffer for sure. So if they can negotiate that down to anywhere between $300 and maybe $450 per week, that will be great and might work. Stimulus checks, I think, are safe. The only issue Republicans may have is sending them out to individuals without a Social Security number. And there's always the state and local government bailouts or state and local government aid. The Republicans were good with a number around $250 to $300 billion, but the updated HEROES Act was at $436 billion. So there are a few small things that if they can get adjusted, we can get something passed before the elections. The gap now is much, much smaller between the two sides. The most important thing we need today is actually not having a vote in the House, unless there's a verbal agreement between Mnuchin and Pelosi. But if you hear or see someone post a video saying, yes, finally, bill passed in the House today, we have it passed, know that that's bad news, because it will just be another bill that is dead on arrival. We need Steve Mnuchin and Pelosi agree first, modify the bill, then we can get it to a vote and pass it from the House, then it goes to the Senate, then the president sign it. Big day and big week for stimulus, so stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button, share this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos and new content for you. Also, make sure to check the new link in the description for the Yoda savings account. It's new savings account that is FDIC insured but gives you interest with a lottery system. So if you use the link below, you'll get 100 tickets when you deposit as little as $25 for a chance to win up to $10 million. Then you'll get a weekly ticket for every $25 you deposit. I think this is the future of banking as it encourages savings to earn more chances at winning a big prize. Also, don't forget to get your 2 free stocks from Webull, potentially worth up to $1,600 when you deposit only $100, which is just like cash. You can take it out anytime you feel like it. All the links are in the description below. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.